Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to do a walkthrough of our cabin on Explora I. That was cabin 6049, and we're going to tell you why we think it's the best cabin in this class on the whole ship. We will of course show you the bedroom, the bathroom, the walk-in closet and that amazing balcony that really does put this cabin in a class of its own. So let's get inside. Once you've checked in on deck 4 at the Journeys Lounge, they'll give you a blue leather wallet which will contain your suite card and your door key. And once you've tapped that, you can go on in. Now you'll come into the corridor which has the aircon controls, and on your right you will see, we'll just give you a quick look at the moment, the walk-in closet, which is where you can unpack, and then straight ahead you can see the balcony and the bedroom. If you do like to look at yourself, you're going to be pretty happy in this cabin because there's a full-length mirror on the left, there's a mirror in the closet, there's a mirror on the right of the closet, and there's a pretty big mirror in front of the bed, which is where we'll head now. Now you can actually choose what kind of mattress and pillows you'd like. Would you like hard pillows, soft pillows, goose feather pillows or hypoallergenic pillows? And next to the bed you've got an alarm clock, and of course you have your USB chargers and your light control switches. There's even a wireless charger which will be slower than of course the sockets, but still you can just put your phone down and get it charged. You can also see at the bottom there's motion sensor lights. And in front of the bed you're going to see like a mini desk just under the mirror, and that should have your daily planners on it. It should have some books, it should have your spa menus and your cruise information. It will have the room service menu, a phone so you can phone guest services if anything's wrong or you need anything in the room. And as you move down you come across the television and the bar area, which will have the drinks that you ordered if you ordered before, like a whiskey and a white wine, which we ordered, and your binoculars so you can look out. It also comes with a minibar and tea and coffee making facilities, which are a little step above most cruise lines. You actually have your own coffee maker in there. The tea bags are cloth bags, which was very, very posh, but actually you kind of needed two to make a cup of tea, we noticed. They're also the same ones that are in the bars and the restaurants. It does have, is it Illy? Yeah, Illy coffee maker. And for those of you that worry that you don't know how to use an Illy coffee maker, you'll be pleased to hear that they do actually have instructions next to the coffee maker, or at least they did in our room. And there's also a mini kettle there as well. We didn't actually make our own coffee for the entire trip, so while it was pretty to look at, I don't know how useful it's going to be. You do have a minibar that is actually complimentary or included in your cruise, and they are supposed to fill it every day. We didn't really use it that much. We had a beer and a couple of cans of Coke. So in the minibar you're going to have a couple of fat Cokes, a couple of thin Cokes, some lemonade, some ginger beer I think that is, and a couple of beers. Should be enough to get you through that first day. And I actually videoed the ornaments because when I've seen other people's room guides, I was wondering why don't they fall over, and it turns out they're actually fixed to the shelves. I didn't know that probably makes me a fool, but I did wonder why people don't wake up with these things falling on their head in the middle of the night. Now I know. On top of the spirits, the wine and the minibar that's included, you also get a bottle of champagne. And normally I guess you get 2 glasses, but we only got 1, which was one of the issues with the cabin. There was a couple, and you can see that in our problems with Explora I video that I'm going to link above and in the description below. Now that champagne will be in front of your very comfortable sofa with some nice chocolates. It does come in an ice bucket, but you're going to have to ask for the ice, so don't expect that you can just crack it open the second you get on, unless you don't mind drinking warm champagne of course. And on the other side of the bed you do have your USB-A, USB-C and an outlet, as well as being able to control your lights. If you forget your charger, there's also another wireless charging port here. And just before we head on to the awesome balcony, we'll give you a quick look at the storage. You get plenty in this boat. It's not just in the closet. You actually have sets of drawers in the cabin as well. One of these will contain a big safe that you can easily keep a laptop in, never mind your passports and wallets and things. It also has another cupboard next to it that it looked kind of like they were keeping things for the cabin in that, but at a push, should you wish to put things in, you can. So let's head out onto the balcony. And this balcony is the reason that we think this is one of the best ocean suites on board the whole ship. And the link above will take you to a longer video that explains all the reasons why. Now it does come with the usual 2 seats, a table and a daybed, and that daybed, be warned, is very comfortable. I fell asleep on it on the second day and got sunburned. Just to drag ourselves away from the balcony and that view, we'll give you a look at the walk-in closet and the bathroom. Now you do get 2 Explora robes that are really comfy, and you do get the Dyson hairdryer that everyone has been showing you on board. Now just a word of warning, once you take it out, it is incredibly difficult to get it back in, as you can see. Close the drawer hides a multitude of sins. You do get a set of drawers and a place to put whatever you put inside a glass-topped wardrobe. I have no idea. I have one at home and I use it for socks. But you also get decent hangers, so you can hang up any dresses or suits that you're taking on board. Now for me, the most impressive thing about the walk-in closet wasn't the Dyson hairdresser, it was the number of mirrors, or more accurately, the positioning of them, because there are 2 mirrors facing each other, and I got overexcited doing this Inception or Matrix style video of an infinite number of me in the mirror. Little things amuse little minds, I guess. Now it is embarrassing to admit that I did that for quite a while, so I did cut the video there. Let's check out the bathroom instead. Now the bathroom comes with loads of towels, actually very good quality ones, and the shower is massive, really big for a cruise ship, even big for a suite, to be honest with you. And it's a rain shower, and I do love me a rain shower. It has the Explora toiletries on the side, and they're really high quality as well. They smell great, so you will get out the shower smelling fresh as a daisy. The amenities, which I go into in the problems video, which I'll link above, are somewhat lacking, but the rest of the bathroom is superb. It has the same amenities on the side, it has a nice big sink, and it comes with a little bit of soap, and then a couple of glasses to stand your toothbrush in. But it did only come with a shower cap, 2 shower caps, let's not underestimate, and it came with 7 sanitary bags. But that was all the amenities. Now I have been told that normally on cruise ships you don't get too many. I didn't know that, so we had to request some, and they did have them on board. So if you do want to get them, grab them. And as I'm sure you've been told, it does have underfloor heating. Now the good thing about that, and I definitely didn't expect this, was that the underfloor heating is actually controllable. So you can decide whether you want it merely warm or if you want it to be like the floor is lava. We are heading into the territory of things that don't really matter, and that's the cupboard. The cupboard in the bathroom, which is where they keep your spare toilet roll and more tissues than you could ever need. So let's leave that cupboard alone and show you the view of the balcony, because this is a really nice balcony. The reason being, I'm going to give you a quick taster. You can see straight to the front of the ship from that alcove. And there you go, that's our cabin 6049 on Explora I. Now one of the main reasons we wanted to show you this is not for the cabin tour, because there are loads of people, loads of YouTubers who've done it way better than us, but it's to show you this cabin, this number, because with that balcony you don't pay any extra, but you seem to get a lot more, at least in terms of views. So hopefully, if nothing else, it's been useful for that. If so, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing. We do have a lot of Explora content coming up. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.